I gotta log out. It's my brother. Music. We are live. Fire it up, footballers. We're here with this game. Not much going on. And we're in. All right. Good enough. And we're in. Let's make sure. Yep. We got Jiggly here. Everybody, thanks for dropping into the live stream. Thanks for joining us here at Spinning Fire. We got Jiggly of the Sad Boys podcast. What's going on, Jiggly? Dude, while we got this going, tell us about Sad Boys. Selling. Sell. Hey, we promised poems. Do you have any poems while we get this going? The fire. One thing I desire is the fire to go wire to wire. Oh, yeah, that'd be appreciative. Huge. It's going live now. No, don't have to play now. Oh, cool. Jigs is muted. Thanks, Jack. Let's figure that out. Sharing Hangouts. No, that should be good. Sharing this tab. I'll be right back. Never mind. I'm right back. Why is my stream failing? There we go. Fire on the attack. All right. Let's see if we can get Jiggly's audio working. Why is this not working? Jiggly, can we add you to the stream? Jiggly, can we get your voice in? Fire gave it the ball. 6-minute foul. Oh, wait. You know what? I'm confused. I'm confusing the Revolution's jerseys for the Fire. I was playing backwards. Okay. Well, we got a chance here. Barrick holding the ball up in the final third. It looks like, or is that Frankowski? No, it's Frankie. That was Frankowski. I'm in the 6 minutes and 7 seconds. Let's see what I could do about getting a microphone here. Figure out your audio issues. 6 minutes, 37 seconds. Jiggly, go ahead and talk. Let's see if we can hear you. Nope. Can't hear you at all. All right, I'm going to end the call and reset it. Let's see about that. Let's see if this could help. Uh-oh. Fire on the aggression. Fire on the front foot right now, getting a corner. Georgie lining up. Let's see if we can get this call. Let's find out. Let's cancel this one. And then let's add the browser screen. Okay. What's this? Let's cancel those. Good. This might do the trick. Fire, nothing comes out of the corner. Chrome tab, share audio. Jiggly, you got the guitar?
Yes, I have the guitar, but I'm not doing it during the game. I'm listening to Miles Davis right now behind this.
I got your audio.
I guess because I haven't.
I got your audio.
So we're.
Jack, can you confirm?
I don't. Yeah, have him check it up. I'm trying to see what's going on with. It might be because I haven't been paying attention to it because we've been trying to set up this stream, but I'm not seeing exactly the.
Yep, I got you. Beautiful. Sorry, man, I wasn't paying attention.
That I liked that last game.
What the first home game? The opening season game.
The first game, yeah, like that was some great passing. I'm not exactly saying it, but that's probably because I'm not quite paying attention because we're trying to fix this stream.
All right, now I'm finally able to pay attention. Now we got game going. Yes.
I mean, what time are you at? I've got I'm 9:12.
New England just took a shot, so I'm at 9:27.
Cool. I'm still way behind.
All right, so we are going here. We got the lineup here on the left side. Thanks for everybody joining us in the live chat. We got Jack here, our mod. Thank you, Jack. Smash that like button. Join us for more Spinning Fire White Tea as always. If you want to subscribe, we always get cool guests on here, media people, fire people, what have you. We got Jiggly, a usual guest appearance. He also runs Sad Boys FC podcast. Pretty new thing that he's got started going. Georgie on the ground looked a little English, but he got up pretty quickly. And thanks for joining us here, everybody, as we get this game going and enjoy the Chicago Fire on this Saturday. Much appreciate everybody joining us for the watch-along, watch party in the chat. What's this show up as? Chicago Fire, New England watch-along. Cool. Okay, Georgie showing some.
It's a bit weird.
Georgie showing some spunk. Madron with a shot.
Yeah, I'm late. I don't know what to say. It's really difficult right now because if you're ahead of me, you're going to be talking about some things that I'm not even seeing yet.
All right, well, I'll try to not spoil the surprises for you. I did that when we had Men in Red 97 a couple of shows ago, and I did the same thing. I was able to kind of hide my surprise for some of the goals and the things that happened.
Yeah, I'm about like 10 seconds behind.
All right, so I'll do that. I feel like I'm a 10-second delay here. All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah, I don't really like the. I guess I'm talking to the audience here. I don't really like the having Georgie as a winger and Herbers as a center midfielder. I feel like if you switch the two of them, it works out much better for the team because Georgie's not a winger. I didn't think he looked good in that last game. I know a ton of people get angry about me saying that, but I didn't think he looked good last game. And there's another chance. We're creating chances, and that's good. We should be creating chances, and he falls over. There's Georgie falling over. That's why he shouldn't be on the wing. He should be more towards the center of the pitch. Less of a chance of falling over trying to defend. Also, Sekulic is still missing, and nobody knows where he is, and I'm concerned now. Somebody call Sekulic. They're playing out of the back, and I'm not sure. You should compound whatever you're listening to this, have some music in the background, so that any sort of awkward pauses is still filled with something else.
All right.
Oh yeah, we got Bobby Shuttleworth. We got Bobby Shuttleworth. He was with Minnesota, but I mostly just remember him from New England Revolution.
Let's take a look at his career.
I mean, he's not even playing. He's on the bench.
Minnesota United, 127 appearances with New England Revolution, 58 with Minnesota. So definitely has quite a bit of MLS experience. He's just under 200 games there. Kalamazoo Outrage, Buffalo City, some older teams. USL. All right, let's start looking at this game.
I mean, the defense is looking okay. That was a weird play from Kappelhoff, but I mean, it worked.
Ooh, what is that? Is that Madron showing some cheekiness? Yes, it is. He's got it. I like that.
Well, I mean, Madron looked like trash in the preseason, but he's looking much better now.
Portuguese. Barrick getting held up. All right, we got a chance here. Oh, shoot. I forgot you're 10 seconds behind.
Yeah.
Revolution have recovered. Let's see, flat four. Sure. Suggesting they're playing a 4-3-3, and you were suggesting you did not like where they had Herbers.
Yeah, Georgie and Herbers, because Herbers, whenever, from my knowledge, he is a attacking player. He's just an attacking player. He could play on the wide areas as well. He's not a central midfielder to me. And Georgie is not a wide player. He's a central player.
He's been playing wide the last game, though. The last game or two.
I mean, you could put somebody in goal, but he doesn't make them a goalkeeper. Like you can
Mike
put
McGee
in a position and say that they're that position, but it just means that they're supposed to be playing that position. Doesn't mean they're good at that position.
The legendary Mike McGee. Put him at goal. He could play goalkeeper. The rare players. I'm surprised that Cronholm's starting, though. What do you think?
I mean, he's going to start until he messes it up.
Mm-hmm. He's played well.
That's just the way that they have it.
He's played well. But, of course, what is this, the second game?
And they have a free kick now. Of course, it doesn't look like it's in that dangerous of an area.
It's not, but you never know.
And yep, that goes out. It doesn't matter.
I have not been paying enough attention to this game to see what pressure is going where, who's got more pressure, or who's got more chances.
Yeah, I'm unsure if I am going to stick around here for the second half.
Yeah.
So I can try to focus a bit more on it.
Let's start paying attention now. Revolution tried to play out of the back. Fire applying pressure around midfield towards their middle second, third. Excuse me. Interesting free kick, but it retains possession. What did you think of that? This Revolution attack looks very familiar. Very Fire Pano-esque. Play deep. Try to open things up. Nothing does. Force it. Sometimes a counter might appear. But they don't have like a Katai where the ball just dies.
Yeah.
So that's what's interesting. They got a very more selfless team. When you have a more selfless team that's more willing to pass, maybe there's more success in that system. Revolution here with a throw-in. Retaining the ball. Some good passing. Yeah, Jiggly, dude, do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, because I'm just messaging to James about how maybe it might be best if I just come back for halftime, because it's kind of hard to deal with this and then that and all this other stuff. So
I know, right? Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah. So you can handle the first half, the actual gameplay yourself, and I'll come back in during halftime.
Sounds good, dude.
Talk with you about it. So yeah, I'll be back then.
All right, brother. We're excited for your halftime analysis. All right, Jakes. See you in a little bit. Revolution playing with the ball. Doing some good ball retention right now at the moment. Wow, the Fire Revolution not looking too bad here this past 2 minutes with this ball retention. Fire getting a little frustrated for want of the ball as we enter into the 21st minute. And finally, a mistake forced. Is that going to be a card? Come on, that should be a card. That was stopped a good attack. Oh, so the rest got to talk to him. Got to warn him. Warn the New England Revolution player. One more like that. Card. 22nd minute. Fire playing deep at the ball. Finally got it back after several minutes of not having it. And they goes back to Cronholm, and they end up kind of giving it away. Very probably not their goal, but New England fans, very similar colors to the Fire, red, blue. Fire recover the ball here. See what happens. What is this? Bornstein. Who's this quality? Barrick, much bigger presence than Nikolic. Of course, he's taller, stronger. Bit of a different striker. Pineda with some moves. He's a big, tall guy. He's got some agility. Oh, Kappelhoff and New England Revolution player just had a head clash. Buska on the ground. Ugh. See how it goes. Actually, he just took an elbow. That's why Kappelhoff is looking none the worse the wear. And Buska is still down. I don't know who else is in the chat or watching along with us, but thanks for joining us. I don't know if you guys want to toss in your insight, your analysis if you see something and we're not seeing. I always read comments, banter, whatnot. 24th minute, Book's on the ground. And he's getting up. I don't know if the elbow looked that bad, but I don't know. Not taking an elbow to the face, it is not fun, so. Klopas and Wiki. The bench. Do they use the same hair gel? Eric, the little hold-up play. And it works. Oh, come on. There's no foul there? Little push from behind? I guess not. Must have been a good tackle. Oh, he's got to be offside. Nope, didn't matter. Trying to switch it. Did not work. Whose pass was that? Herber's. It was a Herber's pass. It's languid, slow. Really picked off. Easily picked off. Fire not doing too well holding on to the ball here with a lot of long ball play, it seems. Defense works there. Kappelhoff is able to find somebody on the wing. I don't think Mihailovic and Herbert's playing in those two positions out there on that left-hand side. Maybe they pull switches every so often. Maybe Mihailovic drops back and Herbert goes in there and kind of switch off on runs, pulling the defense out of position. In theory. Revs pressuring the Fire inside the Fire's own half. Entering to the 27th minute. Or 28th. 28th. And Calvo gets picked off in a beautiful goal. And, yep, that's one of the things that I always see from Calvo, even though I like him as captain. New England have the lead here off a kind of a bit of a lucky, nice play. Great reception by the forward to deal with Calvo's wait-and-see approach. Calvo adopts a wait-and-see approach rather than stepping forward just to clear the ball. And this guy just touches it and just gets a nice first touch on it, sets himself up in the box for a shot. Calvo's left head in the sand, and this guy just gets an awesome curler right on net with his left foot. Buxa gets the first goal here. Oh, jeez. There's no bueno. No bueno. And the Fire are down 1-0. Not looking good. How are they going to do? They don't look like they got control of the game right here, too. They don't have control of the game. Struggling against New England's pressure. New England's got the majority of the ball, making a lot of stuff happen. That was just a mistake. Barrich, though, all he needs is one chance. You know, I guess that was what was shown right there in that one little glimpse here as we enter into the 29th minute. Fire not out of this by any means, even though I'm questioning how they're going to get back into it. I guess it really only just takes one chance by Barrich or one of the Fire to really get themselves back in this game. But the Revolution seem like they're clicking on a few more cylinders. Bit more dangerous team. And in fact, they're in the final third again. Get another shot off. Cronholm pulls it down. Dangerous. Another shot for New England. Expected goals going up with that. Fire on the break. Passes, just misses Georgie. And sloppy. But the Fire somehow come up with the ball. There's no foul. No foul there, Georgie. You just get back up. Keep on playing. And the Revolution are really good defense of just snuffing the Fire out, preventing them from doing what they want to do. It's a Bruce Arena coach team. Fire, got a chance here. Good shot. Good shot, forces a good save out of the keeper. See what happens. Who was that? Was that Herbert with the shot? Herbert could shoot. Puts it right on net. Very good shot. Going to the corner of the net. Goalie had to come up with the save there. Looks like we're going to have a corner here for the Fire. Mihailovic steps over it. What a save. Great call, Jack. This is a good save. Quick, speedy shot, too. Long corner. Tries to go back post. Barrage is not able to pull it down. Ooh, good defense there. Is that Brant Bronico on the D? Fire right back out on the counter, but evenly matched by the New England Revolution's defensive back line. And we're going to have another corner here as the Fire are able to push the envelope, which is really good. Really good pressure they're putting on here right after going down a goal to New England. Good indicators. I mean, for now. If you get this another 10 games and the Fire don't have a point to show for it, it's going to be a big problem. Halovic stands up the corner. Let's see what different corner we get this time. Nice corner, kind of to the middle of the front 6-yard box, to the middle of it. And New England is able to get a head on and push it back out of bounds. Georgia is going to take a second shot, and it drops to Barrett. Barrett is forced out wide with the ball. He tries to force one in there, and the New England goalkeeper is able to come up with it. Fire need to get more dangerous on those corners. We need somebody to come out down on the end of that Mihailovic corner. And in preseason, that was really Collier. We saw that a few times. I wonder if CJ Sapong was healthy, would he be starting over Mihailovic? I don't think so. Or would Mihailovic start over Herbers and CJ maybe start on that left side? CJ is, of course, a much better striker than a left winger. All right, Fire, trying to make some stuff happen. Pineda. Their longest possession all game. And it just falls out of bounds. Frankowski and Herbers, or Frankowski and Brant Bronico, a little miscommunication on that right flank. All right. Real quickly snuffed out there. The New England Revolution attack. Taken down by the Fire, forcing them. A little bit better defense ever since the goal, but sometimes that's a little bit too late. New England guy wide open on the flank. Bornstein's going to go put some pressure on him. I definitely trust Bornstein the most on that back line. I've commented on that before. Guess Calvo probably second most, or Kappelhoff, but they both have mistakes. Sometimes mistake propensities, and they're both shorter. If anything, I would love to get another 6-footer in that back line somewhere. And Sekulic, future right back, supposedly ought to do that, but that means Brant will be on the bench. Brant, a very good super sub, though. Very useful. I feel like you could put him in any position. A little Caesar salad here. No foul? Once again, no call for the Fire. I got to say, though, the other ones, they really weren't. They didn't really have so much of an argument as maybe that one did. Uh-oh, come on. Gets taken down there. How is that not a foul? He should, if he doesn't get taken down there by that New England guy, he has a chance to make a play. Well, they're both really messing each other up, though. On closer inspection. A lot of jersey grabbing between both players. Barrett. and the New England player. The hell was that call? All right. Entering into the back half of the first half here. 38th minute. About 7 minutes or so till halftime. Ever since the New England Gold Fire have been pressuring, but New England has been equal to the task. Fire still have the ball here, though. Promising. Madron asking for some organization with his back line. Saying, hey, if I do this, you do that. Look for me here. Morrison gets a weak shot on net. And the Revolution are coming right back at the Fire. Fire able to turn it off, though. Shut it down. A yellow card has emerged. New England player rips up Frankowski. Just throws him to the ground. It was Henry Kessler. Hey. All right, Revolution trying to get it on. Fire able to stifle it. All right, Georgie, put some footwork. Ooh, gets played through. Gets played through. I'm loving this. We got a chance for an attack here. Great pass by Georgie to find Frankowski. Frankowski finds Barrage. What a great layoff. Oh, the shot is not there, though. Oh, great little build-up play by the Fire there. To be dangerous. Great little layoffs. Wow, this team is that's a good indicator. Barrage, the striker, even turned down. Well, he was going to have a block shot, but he wisely turned it down, tried to lay off the ball. Almost worked out. Next Saturday, Orlando City, kickoff at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. That's the next Chicago Fire game. Ooh, I like it. Brant. Haven't seen too much of Brant so far. Hasn't been called on too much. Big pressure there. About 3 minutes left in the half before we get to stoppage time. And who was that? Who just got tricked over? Is that Pineda? Pineda showing a little bit of the rook. The green foot. Bornstein comes up big. The defensive lunge. Oh, cheeky little dribbles here by Pineda, but he loses the ball. Revolution are able to put some pressure right back on the Fire, but it amounts to nothing. 44th minute here. Madron dribbles himself out of trouble. Finds Pineda. Kapelov showing some cheeky confidence. Captain Calvo walks up with the ball. Finds one George Mihailovic. Oh, no. Careful, I don't want to fall into some Pono ball here. Kapelhoff looking to give the ball away. So tries to spread it out to Bornstein. Bornstein has to deal with a bit of a wayward cross. Fire managed to recover, though. Madron likes to drop deep. He is a deep disher. He's a deep-lying playmaker. That's what I would call him, a DLP. Meanwhile, Pineda, bit of a marauder. I like him. Showing some confidence, too. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Ball clear. We got 1 minute of stoppage time here before we get to halftime. New England are up 1-0 on the Chicago Fire. Who's really standing out for the Fire? Berich. Yeah, it's turned into a bit of a kickball tournament here in the final few minutes. Okay. Five seconds left. Go. All right, Wiki talking. Let's see what he has to say. Need to do better in the final third. Conceded a bad goal. We have to talk. And we'll have our chance in the second half. Cannot concede the second goal. So they're basically what Wiki was saying there. I think we got the new Fire commentary team. Not hearing them, but interesting. Let's see if Jiggly's coming back.
Hi.
Oh, he is back. All right, let's turn this sound off. Jiggly, so what did you think of that second half? What are you grading everybody?
Well, first half, what I think is that there's 2 substitutions that should be made. I know that like Adnan from Sad Boys FC really likes Calvo, and I support him in that decision. But at the same time, you know what? That was a bad enough mistake that I think that you can take him off.
Really? You think that was a bad enough mistake to pull Calvo off the starting lineup? He's captain too.
Well, not the starting lineup, just pull him off the field today.
I
take him off at halftime.
This is something I've also pointed out. Calvo has a certain laziness in defense that you can't have.
Yeah.
Those ability to lose. And this is the stuff. I'm sorry, go on.
I think I explained a tweet that I have 2 halftime suggestions, which is Gaston comes on for Calvo, and while Gaston can play center back, I think that he should be moving to holding midfield so that Pineda can go to center back, because I like Pineda more at center back than I do having Gaston not be like some sort of driving force at that anchor position.
Pineda looks like he belongs in MLS.
Yes, but I'd say that I'd prefer him at center back. Between him and Gaston, I'd prefer Pineda to be the one at center back instead of Gaston.
And you think that Calvo's it's, to me, Kalpohoff and Calvo both not the greatest defenders right now, but you're saying Calvo would be the one pull off rather than Kalpohoff?
Yeah, well, I mean, Calvo's the one that made the mistake.
Yeah, that was a bad mistake too. He's waiting for the ball at the top of his at the top of his box instead of stepping up just to clear it.
He needed to step up and attack that, and he didn't. And that's a concerning thing.
That is.
I'd say that the other decision that I want, which is take off Herbers, because I've seen nothing from him in either game. And I didn't see anything from him in preseason. We have Aliseda. Bring on Aliseda. Take off Herbers.
Drop Mihailovic.
Move Aliseda to the left wing and move Georgie back to the center. Because I like Georgie in the center. That's probably the only position that I really feel comfortable with him being.
I would love this play that you're suggesting. I like it. So we drop Mihailovic back, tossing to Aliseda. We drop Pineda back, tossing Jimenez.
Yes.
Pull Calvo, pull Herbers, and hold on to that last sub for the rest of the game until you need it.
Hold on for the final sub, for whatever fitness stuff, just anything else. So yeah, that's basically what they should be doing. I'm not too concerned right now. I mean, I am slightly concerned because we should be beating the Revolution, but at the same time, we don't have everybody yet. We still have no clue where Sekulic is. Nobody's called him? Like, does anybody know where in the world Boris Sekulic is?
What is going on?
So yeah, that's concerning, but I mean, they're replaying the goal right here, and yeah, Calvo decided to stand there instead of attacking the ball,
and he does that often. He does that so often. He does that way too often, and that's his number one issue. That's why the coach of Minnesota wanted to put him at left back, because he's a bit of a liability at center back.
Yeah, and it's the same thing that we see all the time with the Fire, which is we get a player and he looks really good for like the rest of the season that we have them, and then the next season they're trash.
I was expecting him to step up more too with this captain presence. Nate checking in saying, I thought of that plan too. We should at least have a goal, but I don't know from where. We never produced that A-plus chance. New England were really good in the first 30 about snuffing the Fire out, limiting their chances. It wasn't until after the New England goal that the Fire really started to unlock New England.
I think this was something that I tweeted out at the end of the half, which was, I think it's really it feels nice to be able to blame the refs for everything for once, instead of being like, yeah, we deserve this. I don't know. Normally we don't have that. But yeah, there's definitely been some strange calls throughout this game. Like, I saw just two bodies fly into each other and nothing happened.
How many times have we seen that? It specifically seems like it's been Fire players that are, not getting this call.
I wasn't counting, but yeah, it seems like there's some one-sided calls going on here. I mean, I'm trying to think of what else I noted during that half. Madron still looking really good. He's looking so good.
I noticed something about him too. He's more of a deep line playmaker. He drops back deep to try and facilitate these things.
Yeah, I mean that's why I was doing my original formations and like what lineups we had. I had him as like further back, like sort of like a Basti type player. At least what we wanted Basti to be instead of what he became, which was just an extra defender. But like what we wanted him to be, which was a deep lying playmaker, kind of further back, able to push forward when needed.
But hopefully Georgie and Frankowski could act as those links between him and Beric.
Yeah.
Nate checking in again. Jack, let me know about audio. Thank you. Nate checking in. Their defending has been good, but there are moments. If it was a slightly better ball or movement from someone, I could see a goal. Yes to the refs too. So confused on the refs. The whole whistle in his mouth and then back in his pocket baffled me.
I mean, he probably has somebody in his ear. And I don't mean that in a weird way. I mean that like VAR refs looking at it. He's probably got somebody in his ear saying, yeah, that's not the right call. That's not the right call. Somebody in his ear saying that, so he on the field is putting the whistle in his mouth, and then the VAR people in the background like, nope, that's fine.
Whoa, dude, that would be
possible.
That's weird. That's hard.
I mean, that is something that they could do, that they do, and I think that they do.
Yeah, like also they'll come back and blow it.
Yeah, usually you'd see them actually blow the whistle, and then they call back. But it could very much be he puts the whistle in his mouth. He's got like the ability to talk to them, so he's obviously could be talking to them as it happens. So I don't know. But yeah, with the defense, I mean, going into this season, I didn't think that we'd need help with the defense, but I guess we do.
The whole defense needs back.
We're good enough.
I think the 3 out of the 4 we need to replace 3 out of the 4, which is Calvo, Kappelhoff, and Brant Bronico.
Well, I mean, we already have that replacement for Bronico.
Right.
As I said, we don't know where in the world Boris Sekulic is, but he's supposed to be here. Wherever he is, just know that we love you and we want you to come home safely. It's just no one knows where he is, and that's concerning. We know that Stojanovic is at the very least not in Chicago, but he took some pictures. We saw him on Instagram. Nacho and Gaston are on the bench. No one knows where Sekulic is, and he was the first of those 4 to be announced.
Like, is this like a real
something that concerns me?
Is this like a real thing where like Sekulic has disappeared and he's like not coming to the Fire anymore?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Nobody's saying anything. Like I asked the question multiple times on Thursday, like, so is he coming or not? Where is he? We've got all these other guys. He was the first person announced.
Someone go find that man. He's gotten lost in the process of getting to the team.
Just somebody find Sekulic.
Oh, we got Tyler Terrens and Tony Maliola. Have you been listening to the broadcast?
I kind of. I was listening to some rap over it. I've gotten myself to just listen to music and then have like a bit of the broadcast there that I can vaguely hear around it. So I haven't heard too much of it. It's fine. It's fine.
I'm listening to it them talk right now. Tony, break down some of this. He sounds like he might be Tony being a goalie. Goalkeepers are really good analyzers of the game. They sit back there and they just
they're either tending their garden or watching the game.
Exactly, hands in their pockets or trying to figure out how to unlock the other team. So Tony could be a real nice boon for the Fire in that booth.
Well, this team, 55% possession and 7. Like the Fire look like they should be winning.
The 55% possession.
Looking at those stats. The possession, I don't really care too much about possession, but looking at the shots, 7-5 shooting.
I remember those corners.
On goal. I need to see what the shots on goal are. Maybe
7 shots. I did not see how many shots on goal.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
I couldn't find it. We got Jorge checking in. How come the front office hasn't told us the flight details so we can welcome the new players when they arrive? I don't know.
Usually they don't do that. Usually somebody else finds
Usually someone leaks it or it gets found out, like in the case of Pizarro down in Miami. Like, sometimes they want that to be known. Sometimes the players don't want that to be known. They just want to arrive in the dark cover of night.
I'm trying to pull up WhoScored.com, and they added an extra security thing. I don't like that. There we go, Match Center.
I couldn't find it. Yeah, it was hard to find. Hey, Chewy McGee. Well, I got to stop my dog from chewing on this. Hey, chew some. Chewy.
Let's see where it is.
This Moses.
It's got to load first.
Okay, chew. Let me see it. Chew on. Okay.
What I will say about the broadcast team, it's a very, this sort of broadcast team would be like a national broadcast, technically. They're good enough to be a national broadcast team, and I really like that we have them for a local broadcast.
Let's go up here. Swoosh. There you go.
Come on, just load already.
All right.
This isn't good.
Don't need her chewing on the doorstep. Ooh, the Peloton man.
Why did I choose to go to that instead of just going to the MLS soccer?
I actually try. Chicago Fire usually tweet out the stats, but they did not tweet it out.
Oh, I mean, we saw the stats. I don't know. Okay. Oh, Real Salt Lake is losing to the Red Bulls. That's fun.
We got some stuff. Nate checking in saying, so far I enjoy our new broadcast team's commentary. Jorge saying that that makes more sense about what we were saying about the front office, talking about the new players. I'm assuming that Arlo is on Premier League duty today, but he will be on hand for the home opener. I mean, we won't be able to hear Arlo for the home opener if we're all going to be there.
No clue. I mean, the good thing is to be able to have it saved. Oh, there it is then. So the Revs have 5 shots and the Fire have 7 shots, but the Fire only have 2 shots on goal, and the Revs have 3 shots on goal.
Do you remember the 2 Chicago Fire shots on goal? I remember Bornstein's trickler.
No clue.
That counts. So that was 1.
The Fire have had 4 blocked shots so far, and they've been.
I'm surprised on that possession numbers. How about that? 55. I would not have predicted that. But again, I wasn't able to see the first 17 minutes really.
If we were in a Discord, I was about to drop a screenshot of.
I have Discord, not on this computer though.
Well, in the intervals, because MLS Soccer puts up the 5-minute intervals with possession, and you can see there's very long stretches where the Fire have possession, but then there's this one. What time is it around? I cannot tell. So that's first 5, 10, 50. So around the 25th minute, the Revs had 82% of the possession around the 20th to 25th minute. But then all the rest, 10th to 15th, 5th to 10th minute, it was all Fire. 10th to 15th minute, all Fire.
They caught on.
And then 15th to 20th minute, 82% to the Revs. And then went back around to the Fire. So it seems like the Fire are going to be holding possession for longer, but what they're going to be doing with it, that's concerning.
Look at this attendance. Do you see this field shot? Is this the premonitions of Soldier Field that we're going to have? I mean, they don't have enough to fill the lower bowl.
I don't know. Let's just see what the weather's like over there and why
It
nobody showed up.
looks gorgeous.
It's only 44 degrees.
Oh, it looks good. It's blue sky.
Yeah, 44 degrees. It seems fine.
Can't tell. The wind doesn't seem to win. Teal Bunbury. Nate saying, I will hear Arlo. Still have to work on the trip to Chicago for a home game. Definitely come out. It'll be good. Summer will be nice, though. That'll be nice. Come out to a Chicago Fire game like, June, July, August. I mean, it'll be super hot maybe, but it also could be just gorgeous. Does Barrett's shot to the side netting count? Does not shot. I don't know if that counts as a
On the
shot.
side net, no.
That's
On the
just-
side net, no. That's just off
It's definitely
target.
not. Yeah, it's definitely not a shot on net. A shot on target. But if it counts as a shot, I don't think so either.
Half is starting back up again, so I'm gonna come back after the game.
All right, sounds like a plan, man. Dude, thanks for hopping on. Yeah, feel free to hop on at any time if you feel like you got a bet or something. All right, so Rev's taking control. Fire take it right back. See how cheekiness. Jorge saying we're going to have to rely on tarps, ticket giveaways, and a good team to fill Soldier Field with a good amount of people. That's very true. A lot of ifs. Oh, fire! Oh, is that the goalkeeper with the last second touch just to put that out of reach for Frankowski? Super close. Yeah, super close there, Jack. I got to see this again. Baric finds Georgie. Georgie finds Frankowski on a beautiful break. No, just the goalkeeper just got a dink on it. Is that going to be a penalty? Are we going to have some sort of weird foul here? Because I guess they're going to call the fire for some reason. This ref. This ref. This is ridiculous. Gives the Fires no call. No calls whatsoever. Zahibo takes down Kappelhoff at the penalty spot on a corner kick, and somehow the Fire caused the foul. Well, happens. This ref is a homer, apparently. Kappelhoff winning a ball? Interesting. All right, the Fire are able to put some pressure on Herbers. Finds Baric. Frankowski. Not enough on that ball. Johan earned a card, though. A yellow card for that play. I think Frankowski's nursing a bit of an injury. So I read something about some sort of hip injury that they're just monitoring. New England on a break. Bornstein not able to stuff it out. Very dangerous action at the top of the Fire box. Thanks for joining us here, Spitting Fire White Tea. Where's Watch Party? Just trying to watch. Probably most of be doing this for away games. Maybe a few home games that we're not going to. Revolution. Do you guys have the energy to keep this up all game, or are the Fire going to wear you down with this possession? The one thing about possession, not producing a lot of chances quite yet. Still, based on what we saw last game, there's a lot of promise to this offense that I didn't see inherent within Paunovic's attempts and ideas. So there's some hope in that. A little bit of kickball going on. 50th minute. About 40 or so minutes left in the game. A lot of time to get back in this. Fire have had most of the ball. New England have had more of the better chances. Bit of a lazy play by Calvo that basically set up that Revolution score. Fire on have a chance here to equalize. And the shot is very disappointing. Was that Herbers with the shot? Oh, Jesus. Jiggly is right. Might have to pull this guy off. And here I was saying he can shoot every once in a while. He can shoot. He's not on right now. But who do you put in for him? Aliseda, Jimenez. Make one of those types of moves. If you got him on the bench, that means you feel confident enough that you should be able to use them. 40 minutes left in the match. Let these guys go. Revolution and Fire struggling for the ball. A little bit of a foul. Borno. The Born supremacy. The Bornstein supremacy. Barish is the best possession forward this team has seen in years. Pineda can play. Madron will be one of the better signings over the past 2 years. I don't know. We'll see. But, yeah, his deep line playmaking ability is looking good. Uh-oh. New England knocking on the door. Larry Holly saying, like they did against the Sounders, the Fire have had a few pushes against the goal early in the second half. Unlike that Seattle game, however, no goal yet. Are we going to see a foul here? Brankowski. Sapong sinks that. Change my mind, says Lucas Hammer. About that shot. That Herbers just ripped off. Is this Frankowski trying to earn some penalty times? Or what's going on here? Interesting. Let's see what else is going on. Brian Sandalow, at Brian Sandalow, no changes yet to the Fire. Elliot Vanbro, tough half, started bright and the Reds grew into it. Madron is class, one of those players that time slows down for. It seems like he has an age on the ball. Hoping that for Aliseda to make a second half impact still in this one. Patrick McCraney, frustrating first half. It's Aliseda time. I'd like to see that. Jiggly, I'm just happy we're good enough to complain about the officiating. Jeremy McCullough, it's vaguely reminiscent of the first goal Chicago Fire conceded last week against Seattle when Bronico reaches out a leg, but a charging Morris gets to the ball first. Jeff McGrath saying, I'll be honest, I haven't watched a ton of soccer on TV in my life, but TNT Terrans, one of the new Chicago Fire's announcers, is very good. So, I mean, sorry if you guys are listening to me here on this channel instead of these guys. But we're here watching the game. It is in the 54th minute. Getting fan input on the game. New England have had the bit of the ball the last minute or two here. Fire trying to push them out. Another cross in front of the goal. Interesting thing I was reading or heard from MLS saying that MLS center backs are pretty good about dealing with crosses in general. And of course, they were talking about Chicharito versus Zlatan and the amount of crosses that LA Galaxy were putting in and how this type of offense that the LA Galaxy were running may have not suited Chicharito's strengths. New England player on the ground. Looks a little shaken up. Oopsie daisy. Oh, come on. Please. He was looking for contact. Borno able to clear the ball out. Revolution trying to pull ahead here. Some strong possession lately. Oh, they got a chance here. This is dangerous. Oh, lucky not to have scored there for the Fire. Lucky that the England did not score there. Real nice play, real nice chance by Boo. Bow, B-O-U, Bow. Great jersey, B-O-U, number 7. I like it. Booyah. That's what you should say when he scores. '56th minute. New England are up 1-0. There are no changes on that graphic to the left of me. Everybody's still out there. Herbers, Madron, Pineda in that midfield. Mihailovic, Beric, Frankowski on top. Bornstein, Calvo, Keppelhoff, Bronico in the back line. Kronholm in goal. Beric has been the standout for me. Frankowski also started to make a little dangerous noise. People like Madron's performance. Not a lot of the Brandt, but he has the ball right now. But also, the New England's not picking on Brandt so much. It feels like they're more so picking on the center backs, Keploff and Calvo. But that also puts you at risk of having to deal with Pineda, who I think has been doing quality work there. Oh, great defense. Herbers is able to find it. The fire of the ball. Another little Magico. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. What is with this ref? No way. They're going to have to take a look at this game. Something's starting to smell fishy. Like some of these, like the first 2 calls, yeah, I totally agreed with there was no call. But now I've seen 2 or 3 calls that are absolute barn burners. They're absolute sure things. And this guy is just like, Mr. Bean. Is that a foul? No foul. What do you want? Play off? Yes. Nothing. Zahiva on the ground again after what? You drove our Fire player to the ground? I should feel a bit more sympathy now. Oh my God. Please. Did look like it hurt. But please. Good soccer play. Zahiva got a mustache? Oh, you okay? Bruce Arena on the sideline. Jermaine Jones, worst coach he's ever played for. Also supposedly one of the best U.S. men's national coaches of all time. You tell me. Things can be 2 things. I got you out there. Okay, smush. Revolution breaks down Brandt. Wow, that was, oh my God, Brandt, come on, man. They're gonna put that on highlight reels. How you just got laid to dry by Teal Burnbury on that left wing. Damn it. And I like Brandt, but just not good look there. Is there something underneath there? Is there something underneath there? Fire got the chance here? Oh, sorry. I don't see anything. See what you do. All right, cool. Tells me everything I need to know. Pineda. Found the ball. Pineda. Frankowski on the wing. Gets Barrich. Puts the ball on the hole. Fire trying to make some noise happen here. Getting cheeky. Brandt. Come on, Brandt. Let's make something happen with the left foot. Yes! Oh! Nice curling, left-footed, slow cross. Mihailovic is just a foot behind it with his pace. Great idea. Great run by Mihailovic. Just a touch wide of the mark. Almost, Georgie. Good look. Yes, Jack Zalski saying, wow. Yeah, that was a good chance. That could have been a nice little highlight reel. Handball for Brandt? Good, they didn't call it. Ooh, Calvo steps right up with some good defense. Why didn't we do that last half for that goal? Calvo with some very good pressure to kind of push New England to toss that ball out and really create a chance for Chicago Fire here. Not bad. Good work, Calvo. But let's see the Fire capitalize. Fire got the ball, about the middle. And they lose it. Nothing coming out of it. It's a 62nd minute, 1-1. Still no changes to that graphic on the left-hand side of the screen there. As no subs have been brought in for the Chicago Fire yet for the Wiki. Wiki is slow to sub sometimes. But he wants these guys to get familiarity with each other. Good base. Was that Herbers? Taken down. Oh. Okay. Referee. Jiminy Christmas. That did look like it hurt Zahibo. That looked like it would have hurt more. What you did after. Brad is coming out and Jimenez is coming in. What does this mean? Brad Bronico right back being subbed off for center defensive midfielder Gaston Jimenez. What is going to change here? What is going? Pineda dropping back? Oh, so maybe Pineda dropped back into center back. Pineda's dropping back into center back. Looks like Kapelhoff is going out to right back. Is that what's happening here? No, we're seeing a lot of Gaston Jimenez, though. He entered into the 63rd minute. He was still on the ground nursing his injury. If it hurts that bad, man, you might have to come off. Honestly, with the way your reaction was what seems like it may have injured you more. ACT. ING. Acting. I shouldn't get that loud. Wiki talk with Frank. Ooh, Wiki's got a nice confidant, Frank. They're mic'd up. Frank's mic'd up right now. Saw that. Really interesting. Is that what has happened? Let's see if I'm correct. Gaston Jimenez has dropped into center defensive midfield. It looks like Pineda has dropped back into right center back, and Kapelhoff is playing right back. What is going on? No, okay, I don't know. I don't know. These guys look confused. This does not make sense. What the heck? But the Fire look immensely Stan Jimenez out there. Georgie on a break. He's going to look out wide. Doesn't find Borno. Are we playing like a three-man back and then pushing Bornstein out in the left flank, Frankowski on the right? Maybe. Is that what's going on here? Fire with a chance. Starting to create something, creating pressure in the final third, but the ball is going to roll out for a goal kick. Thanks for everybody for joining us here. Spitting Fire YT as we on our little watch along digital watch party. What is going on here? I'm still trying to figure out what the heck is going on between Kappelhoff and Pineda. Okay, Pineda playing next to playing where Kappelhoff was. Okay, so are we? Yeah, they're either playing some sort of weird warp three-man back line so Bornstein can really push up. A four-man back line so Bornstein can kind of push up really high, but with really three center backs. And have Kappelhoff kind of play stay-at-home defender. Giorgio with another corner. Can we see some noise? Not good enough. I like Georgie's kicks. I did not like the Fire setup where they were at for when that corner kick was taken. A little bit closer to the goal, why not? Maybe just a touch. I mean, I know you want to get momentum going and all that, but all right, defense might get exposed here. Pineda and Boo, Calvo, Bornstein, and the Fire do just enough to cause the Revolution to miss. Should have been a really good chance. I mean, that all you had to do is put a curl around Kronholm, and that's the game. Good pressure here. Finds Boo. Boo's going to find a cross. And yeah, that guy had a chance to end the game there for Revolution, but did it. Oh, he's trying to undo Pineda. Pineda did not fall for it. Dude, there's your starting center back. You got to pull off Calvo or Kappelhoff and play Pineda as that center back. He just has to play. And he's tall. I like that. He's got agility. He's got enough pace. That ball's got to find Frankowski. You got to get a little more oomph on that ball because if you're trying to score there, that was Herbert's on the run. But still, sentiment stands. '69th minute. Revolution putting some pressure on. Got a chance here. Kronholm is able to absorb the ball. Herbers finds Gaston. Dude, between Gaston and Madron, that should be a good link. Gaston, Madron, Mihailovic. I like the idea of that. And Stojanovic, whenever he comes, I don't know, but does he play over? If they're better, whoever's better, you got to play. Or whoever matches up with each other, gels with each other. Georgie gets the ball in the corner. And they got a chance. It's a goal. What a cross by Georgie. What a cross. What a cross. What a cross by Georgie. We have a tie game here, folks. Goal. That's all. Goal. Let's see what happens. Georgie with the gets the ball in the corner from a nice little setup play. on this to set up this counter. Good switch of the field that was set up by, was that Madron? Somebody set that up. I can't tell who. Georgie gets in the corner, kind of like basically his corner kicks, and he just gets a nice curler on. Bornstein pressuring up, gets a perfect little head flick on it, and the goalkeeper is just not in the right position to save it. He's got to stretch, and he's not able to save it. Great goal by Borno. Great goal, great assist by Georgi Mihailovic. What a beauty. Good call, Jack. What a beauty. Let's go. Smash that like button, boys and girls, for that goal. That was awesome. Subscribe for more Spitting Fire, of course. Fire on a chance again. Let's see what happens. Are we going to have a corner here? Yes. Let's keep it up. Georgie from basically 3 feet back from the spot he just assisted that. Let's see something happen. Keep up the pressure. Chicago Fire in this. We can snatch 3 points. Need these. Snatch these 3 points, and the Fire have a chance to take the season. Let's go. Heck, you got to take a point here, though, even. A one point would be nice. 1 point from 4, not the greatest. But from 2 away games, that's what you got to hope for. They're away games. Fire putting some pressure. I just cracked one. That's why we scored. I wish I could crack one. Not feeling too great yet. Getting there. Gatorade and water. Made a little soup. Fire getting stronger with that goal. Looking more confident. Revolution looking nervous. Madrid. Little giveaway by Pineda. Yeah, they're playing like a weird back four, but they're making sure Bornstein really cheats up when the ball's up, and really make sure that Kapelhoff kind of stays back as a stay-at-home defender. Pineda is so big; he's just can beat some of these guys who are older than him. Love it. Starting to see some shoulder throws. This game is getting more aggressive. So if we're looking at that graphic to the right, Kapelhoff has switched over for Bronico. Bronico was subbed off for Jimenez. Pineda dropped back into Kapelhoff's spot at right center back, and Jimenez dropped in for Pineda's center defensive mid spot. Pineda, number 22, just a kid. But looking the part. His last pass notwithstanding. It wasn't good. But beyond that. Calvo stands his ground. This isn't Florida. This is Lexington and Concord. Fire and Revolution trading back ball possession. Fire come out with it. We have a chance. You're not gonna get, no. Good chance here, but New England are able to come up with the ball. Knighton in goal for New England. Revs on the attack. Cronholm just steps up. Easy peasy. Cronholm looking for assistance. Oh, man, Frankowski. Frankie. Could have been great. Just missed a chance. Fire give away the ball for some pressure. Teal Bunbury is taken down by Kappelhoff. And are we going to have some weird, crazy foul here? Because two Revolution guys went down. One in the box, one just outside the box. Ooh, we almost effed it. We almost messed it up. Oh, hopefully this is not a PK. Almost pecked it up. Bad foul there by Kappelhoff. That's where the foul is. It's about 10 yards above the 18-yard box. That's where it should be anyway. 15 minutes left in the match or so. Not counting stoppage time. Or Mod just got message retracted. Mod is modding himself. That's funny. All right, Boo puts a rocket on. It's going to go out for a corner? Yes. Yeah, LOL. The old sentiment. Frankowski chance. Jiggly wants more of those. Dago says someone needs to finish these chances. Jeez. Well, the Revolution can. Oh my gosh. Incredible door line. Door save. What a huge save. Who came up with that? Corner. Guy puts on a low shot. And it's is that Barrich? Who is that? No. It's Herbers. Herbers just manages to get a foot in front of it, and it falls right into Cronholm's arms, and he saves it. Of course, it wasn't a pass. That was a great save and indirect touch. So beautiful play there. The genesis of that goal originates with a great ball from Mihailovic. Oh, it was Jimenez who got Mihailovic that ball that set up that goal. Great. Loving it. Herbers! Jiggly's mad at Herbers. Herbers gets a break for the rest of the game. What a save. That was a big-time save, though, on that corner kick just a few seconds ago. Evolution looking a little lazy here. Might cost them. Fire managing to recover the ball in the Revolution's final third based off some lazy defensive play. Whoa! Oh, what a nifty long shot. Knighton comes up big with the save. Ball's going the other way. Nice run of play there, though, by the Fire. Fire need to play these last 12 minutes very strong. 12 minutes or so. To take a point out of this. You cannot let us point slip out of this like you did in Seattle. Seattle, they had a point in hand, and they blew it. Cannot do that. Fire were so lethargic until they scored. A little bit. I felt like they were lethargic until the New England scored. Then they kind of turned on for that first half. And then second half, yeah, you're right, kind of more ho-hum. And then the goal started. The goal happened, and all of a sudden just ignition. The ignition really happened after that goal. So, yeah. Oh, wow. Frankowski just got whooped on a great little play. Great save by Cronholm. Great save by Calvo. Wow, New England almost just took the lead. Got some funny names on New England. You got B-O-U, boo, and then you got bye. So boo-bye. Or bye-boo. We have a new sub. What's coming in here? What is going on? Bornstein subbed off? What just happened? All right, we have a new sub, boys and girls. Angel Navarro, another left back, just subbed in for Bornstein, the goal scorer for Chicago Fire. Interesting sub. There he goes with Angel Navarro. Over Bornstein. But Bornstein, maybe, he said, Bornstein, start running your butt off. See what you could do by going forward. And we'll get you a sub here when you need it. Maybe that was the plan. The equalization plan. A little kickball going on between Chicago Fire and New England Revolution. This game out in the Boston, New England Patriot Stadium. Wonder if Tom Brady's nearby. Wonder if he's returning to New England. 82nd minute. Tie game 1-2-1 here in the second match of MLS. Second match of the season. Week match day 2. Whatever you want to call it. Oh, come on. Hey, what the heck was that? Zahibo. You can't step on our guy. Madron's like, what the heck is that? Huh? Unacceptable. Unacceptable. No foul. No card. All right, Frank House. No, Herbert's on. Yuck. Yuck. No bueno. 83rd minute. Fire give the ball away a little bit. Right now, it is a goal kick for New England. Let's see what they do. I really like these new goal kicks where they don't have to necessarily boot it long, which is what he's going to do here. But I like that he had the option. If he just hits it out of bounds, what a waste of possession right there. You would have been a lot better playing it on the back, maybe. Fire running to it, trying to get more points out of this. Let's see what they can do. That's a handball. Nope, that was a handball on Barrich. They didn't call it. Revolution turning the other way, got a little counter, and Angel Navarro is going to get his first test, or second. And he is almost undone. He's smaller than Bornstein. Looks smaller. One sub left here for the Fire as we enter into the 84th minute. Tie game 1-2-1. Revolution. Trying to make some noise. Was it March 7th? March 7th, a cold day in New England. Sunny. Blue sky. Kickball. It's just a little bit of kickball. MLS kickball. Going on here. Hopefully you guys had your punch keys. In the past week or two. Oh, ouch. Ouch. I wonder if Taylor Twellman's watching this game. Chicago Fire player down on the ground, took a head knock. Both teams are playing on as if he has stood up. No, he's still on the ground. He's in some sort of pain. Suggests it's Herbers. Herbers is suggesting an excruciating amount of head trauma. Let's see what happens here. Oh, he got punched in the face. Come on, Herbers, get up. Once you got scratched in the cornea, eye scratches. No, not fun. But that looked like just like a punch to the face. Come on, we're not at a glass here. Oh, he's just angry that he wants the attention for getting punched in the face. Not so much that he's feeling like he got hurt. Although that punch it was not a Mike Tyson or anything. It was just like, but still should have probably gotten some sort of call. He's definitely right. Instead, the ref ignores it, just like most of the calls against the Fire this game. 87th minute, 1-2-1. Not much change on that graphic over to the left of me. Two players are gone. Bornstein has been subbed off for Angel Navarro just a few minutes ago. Bronico was subbed off for Gaston Jimenez. Gaston Jimenez actually took over for where Pineda is pictured, and Pineda dropped back into Kappelhoff's right center back position. Kappelhoff dropped off right over to the right back position. Fire have the ball. Here's Johnny. That's a funny tweet by Chicago Fire. They tweeted out the goal. Here's Johnny, a la The Shining. Guy getting battered around out there. Took a couple blows to the head and has the ball floating around their head, and you don't blow the whistle. That's extremely dangerous. What the F, ref? Says Jiggly. Ref's job is to protect the players, but yeah, this ref now. Let's just see how many feet and balls they can give this guy. This guy can take to the face. Fire have a chance here. Take a lead. Some dangerous play. Side of the New England Revolution's final third. No way. Oh my gosh. If that goal would have been on highlight reels across the nation. But it, alas, will not be because it was not scored. About a foot and a half wide of the post. But a good shot, good effort. I like the idea. That's going to be a foul there. Yeah, it should be a foul against Chicago Fire player. A little bit of reckless play, if I do say so myself. It's Herbers. No wonder he's angry. He's mad. And when you get fouled and no justice is taken when you get fouled, you feel like you have to take justice into your own hands. It's kind of like a psychological response that is almost hard to not play into as any kind of athlete. When you get fouled or receive some sort of injustice on the field, you're getting hit or checked in hockey, you get cross-checked or something, nobody sees, you get chopped down or something like that, or chop block in football or in soccer, whatever have you. And you feel like you got to take the game into your own hands in a way. Dole out some punishment for right or for wrong. But that is definitely something we see happen a lot in athletes in sports. Lose your head a little. It's the ref's job to protect the players and also protect the integrity of the match. New England Revolution putting some good pressure here in Chicago Fire final third. We see a corner kick, I believe. How many times has Zahibo been on the ground? They should start a collection fund for how much time he spent on the ground. He's earning most of his paycheck on the ground. Usually that type of work's illegal. Zing. Chicago Fire here on a corner kick, it looks like. No, I'm sorry, the New England Revolution on a corner kick. Just miss. Shot at the top of the box. The Fire on a counter here. That's got to be a foul. Card, ref. Okay. Oh my God. Finally. A yellow card distributed to the New England Revolution. 4 minutes of extra time is what Jack's suggesting. Yep, he called it correct. We've just entered the 90th minute, 4 minutes of extra time. About 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. Juan Jones picks up a yellow card on Madron. And there should have been a few more yellow cards doled out during the match as well. This ref has been abysmal. The ref's performance has been abysmal. Madron gets up, moves on with it. Chicago Fire, 1-1. New England Revolution. About 3 minutes left in the match. 3 minutes left to stoppage time. Wickie's up on the technical line, trying to spur on his boys. Last week, the Fire got undone by a 92nd minute goal in stoppage time to lose to the Seattle Sounders. So hopefully that doesn't happen this week. Revolution are actually on a counter right now, and the Fire were able to recover it. The New Englanders recover it. Revolution in the Fire's final third. This is worrying. All right, they've been pushed out a little bit, but still retain possession. New England Revolution tried to MLS the Chicago Fire. Chicago Fire managed to steal the ball back. We have a counter. We have a counter, folks. Chicago Fire have a chance here. Chance, big block by New England to keep the ball out of the net. Fire almost just took the lead on this little counter. Gave the ball away just now, but that old flu stuff. No bueno. No fun when your body's sore. Coughing, headaches, all that stuff. New England Revolution got about 2 minutes here to try and take more points away. They have the ball. Fire are not holding on to it. The game slowed down. Oh, what the heck was that? Zahibo looked like he just Zidaned one of the Chicago Fire players. Just doink. This game's getting a little aggressive in the middle. 30 seconds, 40 seconds left of the match or so. Revolution are knocking on the Fire's door. Got a cross off. Fire able to push it out and get it out. Oh. 20 seconds. Revolution really trying to take these points back, and you're not going to freaking believe it. Oh my God, they were right on the doorstep. I don't know how he missed that. Thank goodness he missed that. Oh my gosh, the Revolution almost just snatched the game right here. Oh my gosh. What a great cross. Number 12 got his foot on it, but put it over the net from less than 6 feet out. You guys would, if you're watching, wow. The Fire just got so lucky. That should be the game now. The Fire should not have gotten a point out of this game. Wow, they're so lucky. 1-1 is the final score. Fire finally take their first point of the season under Rafa Wicki. Oh, so incredibly lucky to do so. Incredibly lucky. Bruce Arena's walking over Rafa Wiki. Madron and some Revolution players shaking hands. Navarro get his debut. Chicago Fire debut. Wonder if we're going to see Angel Navarro on that right back spot for Brant Bronico next week. Deserved tie? Sure. Yeah, they didn't totally blow it, give it away. Did they deserve to lose? No. Didn't deserve to win? No. Tie? We'll take it. Good enough. Thanks for everybody here for joining us this Big Fire. I think Judah's going to come back for a little end of game analysis. So we'll get that going for you right now. Only 2 subs used. Let's go to the MLS soccer website. See if we can pull up some stats of the match. 15 shots even. 15 shots for Fire. 15 shots for New England. 6 shots on target for the Chicago Fire. 3 shots on target for New England. Chicago Fire ended up with 56% of the possession to 44% for New England. 443 passes for the Chicago Fire. 349 passes for New England. Pass accuracy was about 72% and 71% respectively, Fire and New England. Very good. 16 fouls for the Fire, 11 fouls for New England. But I definitely feel like there was 3 or 4 fouls that went uncalled. Should have been more even. But look at that. That's definitely, to me, there's a definite stat. 11 fouls versus 16 fouls that shows the ref is influence on the game right there. Should have called 4 more fouls or so on New England. 2 yellow cards to New England, 1 yellow card to Chicago Fire, no red cards, 1 offsides to New England, 7 corners to Chicago, and 3 corners to New England. Those are the stats of the match. What did you guys think? Let us know in the chat. Did you guys see anything? See anything you liked? See anything you didn't like? See what you want changed? Any ideas? My predictions are, I think Borski's going to stay at left back. Calvo is going to stay in. But Kappelhoff might get taken off for Pineda. And Bronico might get taken off for Navarro unless Sekulic shows up. And maybe Navarro plays a half. Sekulic comes in and eventually takes over that right back spot. Jack Zalski's analysis says exciting game, especially after the 1-1. Definitely got exciting. Super scrappy. Super scrappy game. Couple non-calls by the ref. Let a couple things go that I think were wrong. For a 1-1 scoreline, yeah, definitely an action-packed game. Not as far as like the chances go, but just like as far as the soccer goes, like there's definitely a lot happening at all times. Passes, these guys are trying to get their tactics going, trying to understand what they're trying to do, stretch the other team out, create plays, what have you. Take a look at the old Twitter bill. Got to say, Chicago Fire pulled me back in. The long ball tactic I'm not a fan of, but hey, honestly, if it works, to heck with it. Lucky not to lose the point at the end, but I'll take it. Why didn't we ever sub in Aliseda? We had 1 more sub, but I feel like it was needed. Firehouse Podcast saying, winnable game that we managed to sneak a point away from. Gaston is a game changer. Aliseda could have been the game winner. Their defense looked like gassed and easily could have changed the tide of the game. Yeah, Wiki chose not to for some reason. This was a great match, mainly for the second 45 for the new signings. Definitely made the new signings definitely made the presence known. Gaston Jimenez could end up the best player on this team, but there are legit questions about that back line. Totally agree with Brian Sandalow. I think you got to pull Calvo or Kappelhoff off, drop Pineda back there, maybe both. And maybe just drop Pineda and that other 6 foot tall center back and drop both Calvo and Kappelhoff. I think that'd be better. Bornstein on that left back, right back with Sekulic or Navarro. Navarro did not impress me as much as Bornstein. Bornstein's much more natural there, but of course it's Navarro's first few minutes there, still a young kid too, so that's impacting him. First point of the year, courtesy of whoa. I can read that one. Fire Transfer's thoughts. Draws on the road, wins at home is the formula in MLS. A couple shaky turnovers and dove in there at the end without winning the ball, but Castan is legit, and I can't wait for him to start. The attack is just a tiny bit off, and Bronico was much better today. Wasn't as exposed, but still was, first player subbed off. If either team, and I also think, he's all three of those, there's 3 weak links back there that aren't named Jonathan Bornstein. Jonathan Bornstein's not one of the weak links, but all the other 3 players on the defense, I think, are a little bit of liability. And honestly, you have to think they absolutely are. You got 2 center backs that are sub 6 footers. Then you know what? It's sad to say that is a liability in most soccer, professional soccer teams when you have a sub 6 foot back line or sub 6 foot center back pairing. Excited to get off turf. Yeah, it stinks. Sekulic will help the back line, but he's an unknown, and Bornstein is the only defender I'm comfortable with at the moment. I totally agree, Fire Transfers. Bornstein's the only defender I'm comfortable with at the moment. I would replace that whole back line. Bring Pineda in, let Pineda come back there, especially if Gaston's going to take over as starting center defensive mid. New England Revs fans, I was really impressed with Kessler. Interesting. And to be fair to Bronico, I thought he was serviceable for the first 45 for Seattle, but Morris is a beast. That's a difficult ask for most MLS outside backs. Yeah, he's got pace, he's got know-how, he's got a lot of soccer intelligence. Jordan Morris knows what he's doing. Let's check it out with Tony Meola and what they're saying about this game. Bornstein finds his moments. Good build-up. And we're finally able to see some players that have not, that even the coach hasn't been able to really see. I guess Bornstein's getting man of the match here. Great delivery from Mihailovic from this corner, from this cross. What a cross. Great header, too, by Bornstein to finish that off. Playing with a 5-4-1, 4-1-4, 4-1-4-1, 3-4-3-3, 4-2-3-1, 3-4-3 formations for the Fire. It's hard to see Georgie getting many starting 11 nods with Chicago Fire. New additions. The CM Cam is covered with Madron and Stoya as dual 8s, and if wingers are involved, it has to be Aliseda who could do a Cam second striker role. Georgie looked good sitting high on the left in the 4-1-4-1 on Sunday, but I suspect that was a formation of necessity for Wiki, and he got pulled for Collier when Chicago Fire needed change. I'm conflicted because I want Georgie to become an every week MLS starter, but if he's starting, it means one of the Chicago Fire's big signings, Aliseda, Stojanovic, Madron, are not playing well. Bear with me. I've never had to emotionally process a team that has depth. Jiggly saying, I had to deal with this last season with the Red Stars. Unfortunately, the decision has made itself when players got injured. Alternatively, Kamini finally takes the next step in his development and plays well enough to demand a starting spot regardless of who's playing there, regardless who else is there. Good points. Miola saying credit to Rafa Wiki and his side for battling through this. One. All right. Good broadcast. I'll probably pay attention to them a little bit more going forward. I like that. Thanks everybody for joining us here at Spinning Fire YT as we watch the game for the Watchalong, watch party, what have you. If you guys have any of your own analysis you guys want to drop in the chats before we take off here, go for it and go for it now. Not sure if Jiggly's going to make it back or not. We shall see. Not looking like it. Let's see if there's any tweets. Read off a couple of tweets. Some party going over at Reggie's. Some people having some suggestions for new starting lineups. Jeremy McCool saying match finishes 1-1 after a back and forth ending. Fire lead New England with a point, the first of the 2020 season, created by their fair share of chances, but the Revolution probably should have buried 2 or 3 of their opportunities. Unreal content and timely matter. Chicago Fire Bornstein, Johnny Bornstein just snapped. Great goal. Surprised, of course, that Gaston made the field before Aliseda. Well, Gaston's in game shape. If you think about it, Gaston's been playing games. I don't know if Aliceda's had been playing games in the past 2-3 weeks. Mihailovic must have really hated playing for Pono. He looks like a brand new player out there. Him plus Madron, Jimenez, Pineda, Frykowski looks like a promising core of players. Need more out of Barrett, or at least a healthy Sapong to challenge him. This team cannot afford to play like this at the match before the home opener. They need 3 points if they really want 30K to show up consistently. 4 out of possible 9 points is better than 2 or 1. Gotta say, Chicago Fire pulled me back in earlier in that one. All right, guys, I think that's about it for the analysis. Thanks for everybody for joining in along the show. Thanks for watching along with me as we watch this game. Catch you guys next time. I'm pretty sure I read off when the next Chicago Fire game was, but let's do it one more time for posterity's sake. Chicago Fire taking on the Orlando City Lions Saturday, March 14th, 6:30 p.m. Probably either going to be on WGN or ESPN Plus or both. I think that is it. And I think that is all she wrote for us today, folks. We will catch you guys later on another Spitting Fire. Great work. Thanks for Jiggly for hopping on. We'll see you guys later. And thanks for Jack for modding. Later, guys.